skip it, but he sort of glossed over it, or didn't go into detail on the school section. So.
We have had the auditor come a few times in the past, when we had specific questions.
And I want to thank Jane for highlighting
Yes.
the things in the report.
Very straightforward.
Makes it a lot easier to deal with. Thank you.
We really appreciate it.
No sense reading all
and
of
then
it.
I saved the best for last. Good news about our impact fee. We received notice just today, actually. I brought it with me. That the total we will receive in this fiscal year is $41,549.58. They can't really explain to us why we're getting this much, and we questioned it because we thought we didn't qualify, but they're assuring us that we do. So he said, well, now, if this is the amount, and the military are telling us we'll have at least as many, maybe more, can we sort of use this as a planning, oh no. No. That that no district can ever count on whatever the funding is going to be in the future. That every year there are different allocations. The funding that's allotted to this thing. There are different numbers of kids, and the distribution's different, and so no. So we can't count on getting this again, but this is a good year to get it in that we had those NK tuitions we didn't anticipate, and
I mean, I'm thrilled that we're getting 4 times more than we did before. I mean, it's still much less than the $250,000 we're paying in tuitions.
right.
And has there been any discussion about the, making this distribution of this random pot of money that's totally different one year to the next? Any difference between districts that pay tuitions versus districts?
They don't even want to hear us. The impression that we get, they said that the regulations and the formulas are this thick, and it's not something that anybody seems willing to take on to revise.
It could have been a typo. They might be asking for 30,000 of that back.
Don't put that out there.
Well, earlier we had some indication that we were going to be getting more, but then there was also this caveat that if we were overpaid, then we would have to return it and everything. So I said to Jane, we just sit on this until we're sure that this money is really ours, because it didn't sound like, the way they were explaining it didn't sound like we were entitled to it, but we're sure now that this money is ours. So.
And who do you deal with in these matters? Someone over the base or someone in Washington?
Oh, no, this is Washington. Yes. In fact, this was the statement that we got. It comes from the U.S. Department of Education, Office of Elementary and Secondary Education Impact Aid Program in Washington, D.C. And this is part of Title 8 of the Elementary and Secondary Education Act, is where all these regulations are.
Thank you. Very good. Principal's report. Principal.
Yes. I just left the F off. Thank you. Yes.
Last week we had 4 teachers from Melrose go down to Philadelphia for the National Science Conference. When Charlene Tuttle won the Amgen Award last year, she wrote into the grant to have teachers go down and attend. It was very special down there because Faith Krause and Sarah Sweetman, a former teacher here, they presented down there in Philadelphia, kind of talking about guiding instruction through a focused question and having kids make predictions and dig deeper, and then how are they going to decide if the prediction is correct, accurate, or right. And so it's kind of exciting because Faith Krause's class was videotaped and it was brought to Sesame Street and Electric Company, so there could be a chance, pretty good chance that it's going to be published. So that's very exciting for Melrose.
Very cool.
What grade does she teach in?
2nd grade. Michaela Colonese from 4th grade, she's the winner of the state Rhode Island postcard contest, and that's very exciting as well. So I wanted to share that news with you. I congratulated her today. She was taking the award home finally. and the picture, and she's very excited. I believe
Is it possible for us to see a picture of the postcard?
it will all be in the Jamestown Press.
Good.
Yes.
Great.
Another exciting piece of news is Charlene Tuttle is nominated for the Presidential Award for Excellence in Science Teaching. I believe her Amgen, she won the Amgen, made her candidate, but at the same time I was submitting her nomination because I can do that, and she came in and had a letter in her mailbox, so it was kind of nice. And it's a very rigorous program. We're very excited and thrilled for her. She has to send a videotape in, 45-minute videotape, and about a 10-page lesson, and so we're keeping our fingers crossed, and I'm supporting her along the way. I'm very excited for Charlene.
Spectacular.
Very, very excited. And then again, we'll have reading week again in a couple of weeks. I just listed the different activities we're going to do this year to support that. And then at the bottom, there's just some upcoming dates. We have Glenn Cabral coming in tomorrow for storytelling. The 4th grade musical, You're All Invited, is next Wednesday night at 6:30, and our 3rd after-school enrichment will begin April 5th as well, same week as the reading week, and then we'll have a recycling presentation that week as well, Thursday.
Who's doing that?
I forget his name, but he's from Jamestown. I organized it about a month ago, but he's coming to
It's not Bill
both.
Kelly.
It's not.
Clay Carlisle.
No.
He had come before.
I could get on the computer.
Steve Fixer?
No.
Every man
I received the call, and then I had to organize it with Lon, so I said to Kathy and Isabel, just pick the date what works. They want to do it during their advisory time. I said, just let Maggie know. We'll get it in the calendar. So I know it's April 8th. I know it's a community member, and I'm very excited about the presentation.
Thank you. Okay, committee reports, the 2 sits. You want to start with the lawn sit?
Yeah, well, we go ahead and start with the lawn sit. The Melrose sit's really short.
Oh, well, the lawn sit's pretty short too. We met on March 11th, Thursday, and discussed a lot of the similar topics we've discussed, challenging all students. We arranged classroom visits. A group of parents is going to go and visit various classrooms and observe and provide feedback to the sit. There was discussion amongst the sit about the student nutrition and physical policy, physical activity policy, and still some concerns about that policy for you, Dana, and the growing sense that there need to be some provisions for food for curricular purposes. There's some strong sentiments that should be reconsidered. So just so you know, that's coming your way. There will be a grade level showcase of 6th grade work on April 14th. And Island Treasures was the last topic. Island Treasures date was moved to Thursday, May 20th.
What is that?
Island Treasures is a middle school event that happens in May of each year, where groups of 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders are paired together and visit presenters of different types. People with various hobbies, professional interests, whatever else, come to the school, or if they're based here in Jamestown, these groups of students go visit.
Like the glass blower?
The glass blower,
things like that?
beekeeping, architects come,
Got it.
the fire department comes,
Birders.
yoga instructors,
Went to the
birders.
pizza shop.
Went to the pizza shop, show any number of professional and hobby kind of endeavors, and this will be the third annual. So Thursday, May 20th will be the Island Treasures. Next meeting, April 8th.
The Melrose Avenue meeting met without their liaison, because the liaison didn't realize that another school committee in Little Compton had changed their schedule to a Thursday, was presenting at that particular school committee meeting. But perhaps Carrie can give us a little information. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but
I'm fine to be put on the spot.